The Day of the Jackal by Frederick Forsyth is a thrilling novel that follows the story of an assassin hired to kill the President of France. The novel is set in the early 1960s, during a time of political turmoil in France. The OAS, a right-wing extremist group, is determined to overthrow the government and restore French Algeria. The President of France, Charles de Gaulle, is seen as the main obstacle to their plans. The OAS decides to hire a professional assassin, known only as the Jackal, to kill de Gaulle. The Jackal is a highly skilled and experienced killer who has successfully carried out assassinations in the past. He is given a deadline of 3 weeks to complete the job and is paid a large sum of money up front. The French authorities become aware of the plot and launch a massive manhunt for the Jackal. They enlist the help of a British intelligence officer, named Colonel Mark Rodin, to track down the assassin. Rodin is a highly intelligent and resourceful officer who is determined to stop the Jackal at all costs. The Jackal is a master of disguise and is able to move around undetected. He uses a variety of aliases and false identities to avoid detection. He also uses a number of ingenious methods to obtain the necessary documents and equipment he needs to carry out the assassination. As the deadline approaches, the Jackal becomes increasingly desperate. He realizes that the French authorities are closing in on him and that his chances of success are diminishing. He decides to take a huge risk and attempts to infiltrate the French police force. He poses as a journalist and gains access to the police headquarters, where he is able to obtain vital information about the manhunt. Meanwhile, Colonel Rodin is closing in on the Jackal. He has identified the assassin's true identity and is hot on his trail. He sets a trap for the Jackal, but the assassin is able to evade capture and continues with his plan to kill de Gaulle. In the final showdown, the Jackal is able to get within range of de Gaulle and takes his shot. However, he is foiled at the last moment by a stroke of luck. The bullet misses de Gaulle and hits a bystander instead. The Jackal is then pursued by the police and is eventually killed in a shootout. The Day of the Jackal is a gripping and suspenseful novel that keeps the reader on the edge of their seat. Forsyth's attention to detail and his ability to create a realistic and believable world make the novel a true masterpiece. The characters are well developed and the plot is intricate and complex. The novel is a must-read for anyone who enjoys a good thriller.